Hey guys, Llama Grant here. Welcome back to another Jojo's Bizarre Adventure minifig showcase. Today I'm going to be showing figures that I've made for parts 1 and 2. Now, in my first ever Lego Jojo minifigure video, I showed like all the Joe stars, and they haven't really changed. I'm going to only show them for a few seconds here. Joseph and Jonathan, just to show I have indeed made them. The camera doesn't want to focus right now. I don't know why. There we go. But Joseph and Jonathan are here. I don't think I had a scarf for Joseph last time. I might have. I don't remember. But, yeah, Jonathan and Joseph, two of the first figures ever made for JoJo's. So, yeah. Other than that, we're going to start with the part 1, and then the part 2 will be the end of the video. So, let's get started. Now, the first minifigure is Best Boy of part 1 himself, Robert E. Speedwagon. There he is. He's got his scar and his bowler hat, his nice little blue vests and everything. He's got that blonde hair hanging out to the back. Originally, obviously, this figure wasn't made. I only went back to make other figures from older parts later on because I felt like I wanted to. So, yeah, there's Speedwagon, and we'll see more of him in a little bit. But until then, let's move on to the next figure. Okay, second figure is William Zappelli. Here he is. I worked really hard on William Zappelli here. I wanted to do my best to do him justice. He's got his little coattails here, which are a custom thing. It's just made out of some card, but really wanted to get his face right, and I feel like I totally did. Put a lot of work into his top hat here, and I really like how that came out. I feel like it's pretty accurate. Zappelli, spoilers for part 1, obviously, part 1 and 2. He wasn't around very long, which is a little unfortunate, because he was a neat character. But, you know, he did some cool stuff a few times. Now, I mentioned that we do more stuff with Speedwagon earlier. And if you have watched part 1 or haven't but don't care about spoilers, you know, Joe Bros usually gotta die, so Zappelli kinda got oofed, so he's dead. But his hat was left behind, and that's when Speedwagon comes in, because after Zappelli dies, Speedwagon gets Zappelli's hat. And this is actually my preferred look for Speedwagon, my Speedwagon figure. Obviously, I don't want to display Zappelli over here without his hat, like ever. But I like displaying Speedwagon with this hat. I just think it looks really good. But yeah, other than that, let's move on to the next figure. Okay, last but not least, the last figure I did for part 1 is part 1 Dio. I'm kind of disappointed with this figure, because Dio sort of got the raw end of everything, being he was the very last figure that I made out of the part 1 bunch. So there's a little bit of a mess going on up here, as you can see. I do want to clean that up, obviously. But part 1 Dio, I worked really hard on his clothes. Couldn't quite figure out how to do the hair because I didn't have any hair pieces that really worked for him. So I did the best that I could. It looks weird, but I tried my hardest with what I had. So this is the result of that. Face is a little weird. Obviously, the green in his hair is not supposed to be there. But yeah, this is probably the worst figure out of all the figures I'm going to be showing today. So I'm gonna just give him a little bit less screen time. So yeah, that's part 1 Dio. Okay, so finishing off with part 2, we have our first figure of part 2, which is Lisa. So here she is. She's got her red scarf. Originally I was gonna do an alternate face where she has her sunglasses on, but it just didn't. Just didn't feel like it, I guess. I don't know what I was feeling in the moment. But here's Lisa. After this video, maybe even during this video, I'm just probably gonna draw sunglasses on her instead, because I feel like her face is a little weird without sunglasses, because that's primarily how she was shown through like the whole series. You know what, I'm gonna try to do that now. Okay, so I feel that's a lot better than I looked before. Also, slightly changed her mouth to be wider, because her mouth was a little too small, I feel. Now, I feel like I can display her and be happy with her. But yeah, Lisa. And for the very last figure of this video, we have Caesar's Zabelli, or as everyone else remembers, Caesar! Other than that moment, his character was pretty neat. So he's got his little pink scarf here, he's got his headband up here that of course Joseph later gets. I don't know if I'll modify my my Joseph here to actually have that eventually. I might. Maybe it's not that hard. But Caesar here, he had a lot going on. Had to make a card scarf and jacket for him to wear. Feel like I got the details on his clothing just about right. His hair, I feel like matches alright. His eyes feel a little soulless. It doesn't really have much expression. But, then again, he is kinda shit! So I guess you could kinda use that as an excuse, but, I wasn't too invested in his character. Just because he didn't do too much, and he died really, really quick. He was still interesting, though. The way he bounced off of, Joseph was pretty neat. And not literally bounced off, I meant, like, the dialogue-wise. But, yeah. He's the last figure of part 1 and 2 that I made. So, that is the end of the video. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button to show me that you did. And as always, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content from the channel. And I'll see you later. Bye.